Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I've been avoiding this question for a while, but I'm just gonna answer it. It's been sitting on my Trello board. It's one of those guy questions. If you want to check out the playlist on all the kind of questions I've done about becoming more of a man or more of a masculine man and attracting women and just for guy stuff in general, you can check that out there. But today I'm going to talk about what is one thing every man should know. I get this question, and like I said, I've been sitting on this for a while, just haven't felt it. But sometimes you just got to go. Sometimes you're like, you know what? If you're going to leave this question here for years, that's pretty damn stupid. Let's just go. It's kind of funny when I do some of the videos. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to wait till I have the perfect mood to do the perfect answer for this video. As if I can't re-answer it a different time, just phrased in a different way. I don't know. Anyway, good afternoon, John. Hope all is well. I wanted to ask you two questions. No, sorry, you only get one, dude. Two questions, and would these be worth doing a video on if you haven't done one already? Question one, what is the thing every man should know? This is all in caps, that every man should know. I just want you to know that. Question two, should every man wear a watch? I was given advice from an older guy a few years back that every man should own at least one watch. I usually use my cell phone to check time, which I'm pretty sure 3/4 of the population does. But anyhow, what are your thoughts? By the way, I would like to thank you for doing the last video, Building Healthy Relationships. All right, I don't remember that video, but check it out, Building Healthy Relationships. All right, it must have been a long time ago. I had to watch it a few times in order to get a clear understanding, as well as a few other videos you've done. Take care. So, I'm going to address the easy question first, which is, should every man wear a watch? No, but maybe. I don't know. Watches are pretty damn expensive, okay? If you're a guy and you are trying to send a certain status, a watch that's expensive is probably going to send that status. See, my watch right now is a Garmin. It sends a status that says, I'm a fucking runner. I run a lot of fucking miles. That's the status that I want to send. But if you want to send a status, I mean, you can buy watches that are $100,000 more than that, right? So if you've got the money and you want to signal that you've got the money and you've got the clientele that will pick up on those signals you're throwing down, then, then that makes sense. But in general, I don't know. I didn't wear a watch for a long time. The first watch I ever really wore was the Apple Watch because it was cool. I paid like $1,000 for that watch. And I don't even wear it now. I wear this cheap-ass Garmin watch. But I don't know, it's certain people are going to judge you a certain way if you don't have a watch, but if you can pull it off, I'll tell you what, I want fucking bracers. What I want to wear is some fucking bracers. That's ever since I was little and I saw the Hercules movie, you know the one I'm talking about with Lou Ferrigno. That made me want to become. It made me two things, right? Two things happened after I watched that movie. The whole series of that friggin' awesome movie, by the way. I wanted to be fucking huge. I wanted to be a bodybuilder. I wanted to lift weights. Okay, that was number one. And number two was I wanted bracers. I just want bracers. It was my dream come true when I dressed up for Halloween this last year, and I dressed up as kind of a Roman gladiator, Spartan type of costume, and I got to wear some fake bracers. So that's what I want. I want some real bracers, and I want it to be okay for me to wear that. Now, let's get on to the next question. What is one thing every man should know? So let me see how this was the capitalized, what is one thing every man should know? I have to actually think about this. I'm actually thinking about this on the spot because I don't want to just spout off an answer about the one thing every man should know. Okay, I'm gonna go with an answer here. Okay, there's a lot of ways I could answer this question, but I am gonna say that every man should know his own limitations and how to exceed them. You need to know where the line is, where you are, a realistic assessment of who you are, where you are, what you're capable of right now, and how to push past that just a little bit. You need to know where your fears are and how to have enough courage to push past them. You got to figure it out. You got to know. Men who are not awake, men who don't know who they are, they don't know what they're about. They're just looking for other people to tell them who they are and where they are and where their boundaries are and where their edges and limits are. They're not men. They're wusses. They get pushed around. They can't stand their ground because they don't know what their fucking ground is. So I would say that every man should know what it is. Where are you? Who are you? What is your actual boundary? What are your actual limitations? A realistic assessment of yourself. I did this video a while back about looking in the mirror. At least I think that's what it was called. And it was all about that. And it's something that I strive so hard to do every day. I want to know, right? I don't want to blow smoke up my own fucking ass, okay? I want to know, where the fuck am I falling down? Where am I falling short? Where is my stopping point? Where are my limitations, so that I can push just a little past them, so I can grow that bubble, so I can grow myself. If I blow smoke up my ass, right? If I look for other people to tell me who I am and what I'm worth and what I'm qualified to talk about, some of you fuckers on this channel commenting, you know who you are. If I let that happen, okay, then I can't grow. I can't stand my ground, and I can't grow. I can't be a man. So I have to know, right? As hard as the truth is, as painful as it is sometimes, I gotta say, look, no, John, no. Everyone thinks this, right? That world might think that you've got this shit mastered, but you know you don't have this shit mastered. You know where your weakness is, and you know it. You know it. So you gotta get out there, and you gotta fucking take care of business. Let's go expand that boundary a little bit. Let's go endure some pain and see what happens. Let's go and grow, right? Strength comes from pain, right? So let's go and get some pain so we can get some strength. Let's go and do that. So that's it. That's what I think every man should know. If you don't know that, you're not a man. If you don't know that, I mean, what I mean to say is that you're not the kind of man that you're capable of being, right? Because if you cannot recognize your limitations, you cannot surpass them, you cannot exceed them, you cannot grow. If you're blowing smoke up your ass, until you can realistically assess yourself and where your boundaries are and where your limitations are, and know how to push past them. How do you get to the next level? How do you push yourself there? If you can't do those two things, you're going to stay a child. You're going to stay a youth, okay? You're going to stay a boy, because you can't grow. That's it. That's my answer. You know, I think there's probably 1,000 relevant answers to this question, but that's the one I'm going with for today. If you like this video, if you like this channel, if you like me saying fuck, click the fucking subscribe button. Take care.